How did you guys get into the estate management business?
Well, we ran a high-end cleaning company in Michigan. We were looking to join.
You were looking to join it, absolutely.
Have you worked as managers yourselves? How does the process of serving as a service professional work?
This is a new question. I'm not sure how to answer it. I think that we embody what our slogan is, which is serving those that serve others.
We're really a trade association to give help and support to the private service professional when they're in need.
Please explain a little bit about the web page that you guys have designed with Demon, how all that works.
Basically, we have 6 membership categories. Our first category are principal homeowners. Our main membership category are private service professionals. Our third category are the vendors. A few other membership categories are domestic placement agencies, which are the job recruiters for the industry. And then also our schools and household management academies.
I think Mike's got a story where we had to help a private service professional who was getting ready to throw a birthday party. And of all the things that they were looking for
multiple elephants. And then lastly, we have national affiliates, which are usually larger global companies that usually provide some sort of product or item that our membership might be able to take advantage of. As an example, Christoph would be a national affiliate. They provide fine silver and flatware all across the world. They've been around since 1830, so a pretty long established company. That would be an example of a national affiliate. Or Miele, which provides luxury appliances in all of our states.
Absolutely.
How often do principals come to you looking for your services?
I would say pretty much on a daily basis. 90% of our members have never talked to another private service professional.
Imagine being a doctor and never meeting another doctor. Right? It seems very odd to say that.
I mean, we support privacy and confidentiality. We want to make sure that confidentiality and privacy is the #1 thing that's protected from within our association.
What are some of the examples of typical items and services that you need to help principals find?
Feldman runs Kitchen Trader, like Matt said, a very unique company. Steve came up with the idea because he's very passionate about recycling and not wasting anything. And he saw an estate in Greenwich, Connecticut that was completely demolished and really torn down to the ground, and nothing from that estate was saved. And he thought of an idea to recycle luxury kitchens. So his thought process was, a lot of these families that are wealthy have 3 and 4 homes. They may have a kitchen that costs $1 million in one of those homes, and it's only been used, a limited amount of times, and then they'll redesign the home or remodel it. So what Steve's whole business model is based around is recycling those luxury kitchens. So he offers a white glove service where his crew will come in, remove that kitchen, and then he can sell it on consignment to be reused in another home, or he can donate it to a charity of the family's choice, so that kitchen is not wasted and put to good use still, because it has a lot of years of life left. One of the examples that Matt likes to use a lot is one that Steve taught us, which is, if you bought a Ferrari and used it for 3 years, you wouldn't throw that Ferrari away in a dumpster. You would reuse it, sell it, it would still be used and repurposed, even though the original owner has no use for it any longer. And that's the philosophy that he's used with recycling luxury kitchens.
How would you compare and contrast different suppliers of goods and services?
So that was, I think, to answer the question, yes, the compare and contrast between different vendors out there, obviously. There's good vendors, there's great vendors, and the bottom line is, for us, what we do to make sure that the vendors make a conscious effort on how to deliver the best service for our members is really by going back to our membership and asking them, what are the right questions that need to be asked when dealing with a high net worth company, and also when you're dealing with that particular client. So things like making sure that we have proper licensing, making sure that they're participating in local affiliations so that they can maintain their training levels, their certification levels. things are constantly changing, especially in this day and age. So to stay on top of those items and know that all the proper tools are being utilized to best maintain the goods within these particular homes is absolutely critical. How do we find those companies? The answer is really simple. We find them through referrals from our membership. So, our members will reach out to us if they're in a particular area and they'll say, hey, we had the greatest service from this particular company. Now, as a shocker, sometimes we'll get a company that was utilized by an estate manager, and when we give them that application form, you'd be amazed at some of the company's responses that might say, you know what, we don't do drug tests on our employees. We don't do background checks on our employees. How did those companies end up working in those particular estates? Well, it's basically following and keeping up with the Joneses philosophy, which is an estate manager walks out, they see XYZ plumbing company working in 4 of the other homes, and they just say to themselves, you know what? That's a great plumbing company. They're working in those 4 homes. They have to be good. So that's how we really separate our companies from other companies that are out there, is really by having them fill out the application form and then utilizing the referrals that are put onto there or the references to be able to make sure that they are a top-notch company.